feels so good outside today. Wind's blowing. It's like 11 a.m. About to go take the family to a trail that we like to go walking and stuff like that. Just kind of get outside for today. Oh, this feels great. It feels fantastic outside. When I get home, I am going to start my next art piece, which I've been actually looking forward to since I just finished the one titled, I think it's Geared is what I titled it. Actually, I think it's one I did in the last vlog. So I'm going to start a new one today. Not really sure what I'm going to do, so I'm going to be probably spending a lot of time on Pinterest today. As you guys know, that's where us artists, that's where we go to find our inspiration, for lack of better words. And then we end up spending the whole day there. So I'm going to be on Pinterest today, trying to figure out what I'm going to draw next, get some references, stuff like that. And then I plan to just start. I plan to just jump straight into it. I'll definitely get the sketch done today for whatever I'm going to draw. And then hopefully tomorrow finish the piece. And I'm excited to actually kind of take you guys along that journey of that and kind of show you guys just my process of kind of going through the whole process of finding something to draw. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the kids in the car now. We're gonna go to the trail, and then I'll come back later on and get to work. This is unprofessional. These are my... What's going on, guys? So I am just sitting in my car right now, drawing. I was working on this art piece last night, and honestly nothing too crazy. I'm just kind of planning out the sketch right now of what I want it to end up like. And right now honestly I'm pretty much just starting. I haven't even like blocked in the colors or anything like that yet. So as of right now, this is what it looks like. Just a lady with a sword. Thinking about giving her like a cyberpunk arm, or a cyberpunk leg, or maybe just doing half of her body in this like cyberpunk armor style or whatever. I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but she's in a like a gown, as if she just like got out of bed. She has a sword, and I don't know. Don't really know where I'm going with this at all. Just kind of winging it, but trying to find a few references to fit. So I'm just gonna go on Pinterest and see what I can find, because at this point, like I said, I'm just winging this picture completely. I just wanted to do something simple. I wanted to do something quick. I didn't really want to spend too much time on it, and I'm doing the opposite of that. So the hard part is like finding references at the angle of which I need it to be, so that I can actually draw the arm the way I want to. And then there's also like finding cool like cyberpunk style arms that are like not so bulky. And that's the hard part, is like finding one that actually fits this specific character while not making it look like a freaking Gundam or something. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go in and give her this arm right here, but only to about 3/4 of the arm. So the bottom half will be like the metal, and the top half I'll just keep it like her arm, and it'll be like tatted up and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna kind of try to blend those two together. I like that idea so far. Yeah, I think I like something like that, something simple. I didn't want to go too far with it. I just kind of wanted something that's like there, and then I need to find a leg piece as well. So I think I'll just come back to the leg part, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this part now. Oh, actually I think I like this one more. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I think it might be from the same like AI style generator, but I really enjoy the leg on this one now. So I'm gonna do this one instead. I don't know if you guys can really see that well, but I'm gonna do this piece. Yeah. All right, guys, so I'm heading back home now. I just got off of work, so just gonna make this awesome drive back home. I commute pretty far to work. I commute about 90 miles since I only work, a few days in office. The other days I work remote, so it's a lot easier for me to live further out and just commute in on those days where I do have to come in the office. Full time during the day, I work as a recruiter. I hire physicians and nurse practitioners and physician assistants, and I'm in obviously the healthcare industry as far as like recruiting and stuff goes, and I've been doing that for honestly about 8 years now. I want to say since like 2017, 2016, something like that. And I was sitting at my cubicle today, and I was sitting there and I'm just like, man, I would love to just like be able to just do art full time. Like, I know everyone, wants to do the same thing. Like, everyone wants to do their favorite thing all the time and get paid for it and be able to do it at a, like it's the job. But there's something about like sitting at your desk or your cubicle or at work, just kind of like typing or talking to somebody about a job or doing whatever you got to do for your job, and in the back of your mind is this thing that you just want to do all day. Like, I would love to just be able to sit at my house and just draw and put out videos like this, or put out tutorials or tips or just something to help other artists get better. But I'm spending 8 hours of my day like sitting in a cubicle 90 miles away from my house, and I don't know, it's just one of those things where like I'm so thankful for it. Like, thank God for my job, and thank God for the ability to provide and do what I need to do. But at the same time, I'm like, man, all right, like I'm ready to move on and start my entrepreneurial journey and have my own business and do the things that I actually love. And one thing, if I could go back to being like, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, 22 years old again, I would definitely go back and tell myself to do what you love and don't stop doing it. Like, you don't really need to go into the real world if you don't have to. Like, there's so many different ways to go create and to go build a business and create income and do entrepreneurial things and stuff like that in 2025. And honestly, even back in 2017, before I started posting my art, like, YouTube was still a thing. Like, you know, I still could have created, there were still artists that were creating. It just wasn't as like popular as it is now. Obviously TikTok wasn't a thing yet, but it's just kind of crazy. Like, there comes a point where you can't be oblivious to what you know, and I feel like I'm at that point now where it's just like, no, you know, YouTube's the avenue, you know, you want to do art, you know, all these different things. Like, now you just got to do it and do it to the fullest of your capabilities, and just watch things kind of play out over time, and don't quit. Like, don't let yourself give up, don't let yourself get weary in well doing. Right, I tend to fall into that trap a lot of like things going well, and then I get the flashy syndrome where I like, oh, that looks like something that's really cool to do, I'll do that, and I just jump to something else, and I just don't want to do that anymore. Like, that's probably my biggest, like, that's my biggest red flag, I guess, is I tend to jump ship really quick, and I'm done jumping ships. Like, I'm super done with that crap, because all I've learned, or what I've learned over time from jumping ship, is that all of the ships are the same. Like, of course, the ship that's over there, it's like the grass is greener thing. Like, the grass isn't greener, you're just standing in the grass. Like, it's the same crap everywhere. Everything's gonna take time. Everything takes persistence. Everything takes consistency. Everything needs a certain quality of doing before it, you know, hits a certain level of you know, of being able to generate income from it. And it's just like, it just never ends. It's like this never-ending cycle of like trying to find something better than what you're currently doing. And I've realized that, like I said before, that's, you just can't. Like, it's all the same crap at the end of the day. One thing I have been doing right now, though, is I've been diving into this NFT world, or the NFT space, and trying to learn how NFTs for art works. I think I might have mentioned this in another part of the video, but I dabbled into NFTs in like 2022, like early 2022, and I was kind of like learning about it and all that stuff, and I was trying to, you know, figure it all out. But then it got like oversaturated really quick, because all these guys were going in there and, you know, doing all the stuff that you guys heard about. And so I jumped out, just thinking that it was going to be like another, you know, just one of those like 1-year deals. But I got this book called, I think it's like The Ultimate Guide to NFT Creators or Artists or something like that. And it's been kind of walking through like the purpose of NFTs and why they are the future, and why as an artist you need to be using NFTs and stuff like that. And it's really making things click a lot for me. And so I've been really wanting to start creating NFTs and start dabbling into that world. However, I'm still learning some stuff, so I'm not going to do that just yet, but just know that in the future that should be coming, because that is something that I think will be valuable in the future. And, you know, in 5, 10, 15, 20 years, I don't want to be trying to figure that crap out when everyone's doing it. I want to have it figured out now, so that way by that time, you know, everything's good to go. All right, guys, so I just wrapped up lunch right now. Today is the next day from the last clip that you probably saw in the video, but just wrapped up lunch. I spent my whole lunch just drawing and getting that art piece a little bit further along. I am now to the part where I have all the colors mapped out, the sketch is done, the background's done. I did a pretty basic background. Maybe I'll go back in and change the background. I'm not really sure what I want to do with the background. Right now it's just like this greenish color. And so far left, I only have to do, well, not only, I have to do shadows, highlights, and then just pretty much render it out to make it look the way I want it to look. And so I'm going to show you guys real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, and here she is. This is the, obviously not the end of it. I added some tattoos in here on her legs. So I added this cyberpunk piece as well on her arm and on her other leg over there. And so I got to go in at the sword, finish some of the leg and arm, and then go in and, you know, get the highlights and stuff done. But overall, this is kind of the foundation that I'm working with. And so I plan to finish, if not tonight, hopefully by tomorrow. And I'll go ahead and put it out for you guys on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys, so I found some free time to hopefully try and finish this art piece real quick. I'm over here at the Westin. There's a Westin hotel, like literally across the street from where I work at. So I'm on like the second floor, or I think this might be the third floor, kind of the floor with all the ballrooms and stuff. And it's usually pretty quiet here, so let's come up here sometimes, every blue moon, and just draw a little bit. So I'm gonna hopefully try and finish this piece today. So this is how she's looking right now. Here, let me make it bigger for you. So this is how she's looking right now. All right, a bit closer. It's almost done. Got a little bit of, I got some detailing to do. I want to make her cyberpunk, like her, I don't call it armor, but like her arm and her leg look a little bit more rustic. And I have to go in and do some more to her face, and then just kind of finish rendering it out, and then shade these shadows where it blends in a little bit more. Then I'll be done. So hoping I can get this all done here on my lunch break right now. Still trying to decide if I'm going to also, if I want to make her, still trying to decide if I'm going to make a background or not. Kind of indifferent about it so far, but we'll see what happens.